Hey guys, so I thought it was time to make a video about how to look after your MyZone. Or maybe it's how to use your MyZone, I don't really know. But anyway, so a couple of things that we want to go through. And this is probably more so for the guys, could be for the girls, who knows. But number one, when you open the box for your MyZone, inside you'll find a user guide, AKA the instructions. And now, open it up and have a read, because there is some super important stuff in here that if you don't do it, it will cause problems. In particularly when you charge your MyZone. So obviously it's a good idea to charge it up first and foremost. So on the back, you've got your little connectors. One of them will have a little brass dot next to it, and that's where you'll plug your charging cable into it. All right, and then you'll be able to start charging it. Plug the charger into a laptop or a like. Do not plug it into a phone charger. Do not plug it straight into the wall or anything like that, because if you there's no transformer on this. If you overload it, it will fry and it will not work as well as you want it to work. So that's obviously tip number one. Where are you charging your device? All right, so super important. Okay, that's part one. In regards to how often you need to charge it, you should be able to look in your app. Once you've downloaded it, it will tell you how much charge your MyZone has got. Often once it gets down to around that 20%, all right, it probably 20, 30%, it needs a charge. Now, the MyZone switch will run out of charge a lot quicker than the MyZone MZ1 or MZ3, okay? So just be conscious of that. So you just need to keep your eyes on it as much as possible. The band. The bands have I think it's only 3-month warranty on them, all right? So they should last you 3 months. Really, they should last you longer than that, but the warranty is only 3 months. Obviously, you've got your pads on the back here, so it is super important to keep these clean, all right? So just with a baby wipe, every now and then, just wiping over the pads to make sure that there's no buildup from your workouts on them. Okay, so that's part number one, right, is making sure you do that. You can put these in the washing machine as well. I don't recommend doing it very often, but if you feel like it's starting to smell, then it might be time to give it a bit more of an extra clean. When it comes to your device, if I turn it around, you can see the two little contacts, which is where you clip your device onto the belt. These aren't just to hold the device onto the belt. These are also to take the readings from the chest pads into your device and then either up to the TV at the gym or to your mobile phone device. So they are super important. The connectors need to be kept clean. So again, if you're having issues with it, i.e. it's dropping in, dropping out, it may be something to do with the connectors, because like I said, salt, etc. from sweat, dead skin, all this kind of gross stuff that happens when you work out can build up in these areas and can cause problems. So please make sure you give them a clean, and it's the same with these little connectors here. Clean them out every now and then, all right? Look after your MyZone, because at the end of the day, you don't want to miss out on your MEPS, all right? Obviously, you need to make sure you're wearing it correctly so that you get the right reading, all right? So it should sit just below the chest, which is super important. Ladies, if you are tucking this underneath the bottom of your sports bra, you may find that getting the information from the device up into the TV in the gym may be blocked, all right? So just be conscious of that. If you are wearing a MyZone switch or a MyZone MZ3, they do have an internal storage, so it will hold the information in there just because you can't see it on the TV, all right? And then it can be uploaded at a later date when you open up your app or something along those lines. But obviously we want to see what's going on in front of us. So wearing it just below the chest, nice and tight, okay? Making sure that the pads have a little bit of moisture on them, all right? So if you've just put it on when you've got to the gym, if you've got dry skin, all right, then you may not find it automatically turns on. So a little bit of the old on the back of the pad, okay, can do wonders, and it will probably automatically start up. So guys, that's just a little bit of information on your MyZone, how to look after it. Please make sure you're charging it correctly. because if you do fry it, unfortunately we can't send it back and get you a replacement. But if you'd like to know more, obviously head on to the MyZone website, head into your app. There is a bit of a user guide and troubleshooting in there as well. All right, and you can also start a chat with them. That's it from me. That's how to look after your MyZone.